Yo! Can we hear? Can we hear what is going on in the background? Or can we only hear me? Can we hear what's going on in the background, or can we only hear me? Let me know, guys. Do we hear the conversation about Damon? Can we hear the video? I am lagging. Yeah, I'm lagging. It's okay. No problem. Can we hear what's going on in the video, or can we only hear me? Let me know, because if not, we have to fix it. If you can, like, how's it sound to you guys? So you can only hear me. That's a problem, because I was playing a video just now, which means you guys couldn't hear it. And I don't know how to fix that. Let me see. See, OBS must have changed some stuff, guys. Because this is going to ruin playing videos. Mac OS screen share, screen capture. Do I have to unhide all vertical layout, filter properties? No properties. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? I think I have to, what is it? Sound. No, it's going to be in settings. Wait. We can also hear the video. We can hear you. Wait, so I'm confused. Could you guys hear the Damon stuff? Could you guys hear all that stuff or no? Is it just not showing? Let me do it again. I'm going to play it again. Let me know if you guys can hear me talking. In the video, that is. No. Okay. I didn't think so. All right. Let me see. I think it's in my settings. Just go to sound real quick. So let's make sure I'm on OBS. No, not that, you stupid thing. Disconnect. Yo, I'm gonna keep it playing until you guys can hear it. Hold up, because I need to fix this now. Something happened here. All right, not off that. Give me a second, guys. We got to fix this before anything else. But how are you guys doing tonight? I see the desktop audio moving. It wants to move. Doing good? That's what's up. That's what's up. Good to hear, y'all. All right, is it moving at all a little bit, guys? Not bad. Beautiful. I feel like it's something done in here. What is this? Input, output, audio device. Do y'all hear anything? I see the desktop one moving. Do y'all hear anything? It's not that one. We just hear you. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Let me think, bro. How the fuck? Alright, let's macOS screen capture. Let me see. Mac OS. Advanced audio properties. I already been through this though. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible. You know, I will figure this out on my own time. I guess I'll have to at this point. Yeah, I'll have to figure this out on my own time. It's okay. No issue here. Where's the... I'll just pause it. Okay. All right. Yes. So we are reading some JJK tonight. Tonight. We are young. So let's put the world back together. Back together. Okay. Yeah. JJK night. Gotta finish JJK. I've also been seeing some very funny stuff on Twitter, so we might get into that as well. I should be around 240. No, 237. Judge Man and them. Make sure to like the stream, share the video. Oh yeah, we went through all this. King Jaku got killed. Yes. Okay. I want to get right into it, guys. I want to get right into it because it's been a while since we talked about JJK. Shinigami says, for real, after the Christian debate, I had debating Kiribo is more pleasant in debating. That's good. That's dope. Christian debate. What was the Christian debate about? Were you debating a non-believer? Tell me about that. And yes, Karibo is pretty pleasant to debate. Like him and some of the other people I've been interacting with, I have positive interactions with as far as Naruto is concerned. But all right, let's get into this judge, man. That's what we're here for. Okay, Itadori didn't kill anyone. His confession during the second trial was due to irrational feelings of guilt. The real killer is... I've been separated from Master Sukuna. Frost calm strikes with cursed energy in a super cool state to freeze its target. It is the essence of ice formation. So we got Urame and our good boy. Why am I forgetting his name? I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Hikari. Yeah. His regenerative speed is incredible. In that and nothing else, he surpasses even Master Sukuna and Satoru Gojo. That's impressive. Very impressive, Hikari. Not doing too bad. I see you differently now. Sorcerers today try hard to retain their humanity, so they refrain from using their powers to break what they can break. But their fear of alienation is a weakness. She froze the water pipes so they'd rupture. But you aren't like that. You're different. I don't consider you human anymore, so I'll crush you with everything I have. Is humanity the in thing now? A guy I know just said something similar. He's the gloomy sort, but he speaks when he has to and comes through when it counts. So it really moved me, which means I've been feeling hot. So let's bring the cold. That's funny. A lot of people claim that. It started with just someone claiming the Bible has contradictions. A lot of people claim that. But then someone else jumped in and tried painting the faith as bad because of people who manipulate the faith to justify their horrible acts. Oof, a lot of religions have people who do that also. They dropped that, and another person joined in. Neither could disprove a singular one of my arguments, and it got to where they just decided to question my integrity, claiming, "Bro, why are you justifying abusers? Are you on typical?" Which, by the way, Kai, yes, I asked that to one of them, but they deflected. Same goes for atheists, but she justified herself, so she won't have to scrutinize atheism. Yeah, man. Religion is always an interesting, to me at least, fun topic, right? I like to debate it from time to time as well. Because the thing is, like, 99% of religious debates should revolve around history. It really shouldn't involve anything within the corpus of the actual text, right? You should be debating history primarily. You can get into the nuances of the text. That's fine. You can, and that's fun to pick through too. But if we're going to be having a conversation about what took place on the earth, we shouldn't be using the books that are in question to also support those things. We would want to look at historical evidence, records, and all these other things. At least Karibo never did that to me. Yuji Itadori stands accused of mass murder in Shibuya on October 31st, 2018. Itadori didn't kill anyone. His confession during the second trial was due to irrational feelings of guilt. The real killer is you, Ryomon Tsukuma. Judge Man knows everything about anyone within his domain. Aside from this evidence, however, he does not share that information with me. The verdict depends solely upon our arguments. As in the previous trial, the evidence submitted by Judge Man must be about Sukuna inside Itadori, and thus contain a detailed record of Sukuna's heinous acts when in possession of the boy's body. The mass murderer in Shinjuku wouldn't have been possible without Sukuna's skill in sorcery. So as long as Sukuna's testimony doesn't cause the court to rule out criminal liability or declare him criminally insane, then this evidence should result in a victory for us and the death penalty for Sukuna. The evidence is not necessarily enough. I heard the domain's rules when I was inside the boy. I'm only interested in the sword. I don't care what I did or when. So let's get this over with. Guilty. Confiscation. Death penalty. That's hilarious. Sukuna. He gave no fucks about judgment. He's like, let's just get to this shit. I'll even tell you I'm guilty. That's hilarious. What'd I do? Okay. I am mostly a debater on the basis of scripture for the Bible, but might get into the actual history. Oh yeah, no, yeah. So like, how does one debate scripture for the Bible? That doesn't really make too much sense to me. Like for example, just hypothetical. If we're going to have a conversation about the Bible itself, well, I'll say this. One must already have a somewhat Eurocentric view if you're going to initiate a conversation or debate about the Bible in the first place. Right? That's number one. So if you're coming under that ideology, that being a Eurocentric one, then I could see you internally debating the scriptures, the resurrection, the crucifixion, I can see you internally debating all those things. If you're someone who doesn't come from there, well, then the first thing that would need to be done is establishing its validity in the first place. That's where you would need to take me, at least. Its validity, where did it come from, when was it started, and then all this, and then everything else would follow after that. But yeah, no, that's very interesting. Yeah, that's Sukuna for you. Facts. Okay. Executioner's Sword. I believe Sukuna lost the 10 Shadows technique in the fight against Gojo, so there's a high possibility that confiscation will fall on Malevolent Shrine. Then Sukuna won't have any curse technique to use, but I'll be holding a sword sure to kill. Therein lies a chance of success that Sukuna's opponents must seize. So the sorcerers from Jujutsu High also take the field. Do you want to die, Higaruma? But Sukuna and Higaruma had realized that the chance of success was a sham. Ooh. If the target of the punishment is carrying a cursed tool, then confiscation applies not to a cursed technique, but to the cursed tool. Oh, wow. Wow. Sukuna is a bag full of plot armor. Sukuna is a bag full of plot armor. Of course, it applies to a cursed tool. Why wouldn't it? That's highly convenient. Highly convenient. Oh no, my lack of combat experience is obvious. Higaruma. New shadow style, simple domain. Not just the boys, but everyone's basic cursed energy reinforcement techniques have drastically improved. And by weakening my curse technique with a simple domain, they've reduced the damage they take, although not as much as amplification would. I almost just died, damn it, but I learned something. Not all of his slashing attacks are capable of cutting the world. Usually some kind of binding vow or charge is necessary for broadening a curse technique's target area. Sukuna has two types of slashing attacks. Dismantle cuts like normal. And the efficacy. Efficacy is the power to produce a desired result. Dismantle cuts like normal, and the efficacy of cleave varies depending on the strength of his opponent. Remember, efficacy or efficacious is the power to produce a desired result. Dismantle lets fly a slashing attack. The slashes that cut the world are dismantle strengthened with a broader curse technique strike zone. Cleave activates when he touches his opponent, except inside a domain. Dismantle release that zero range, and the slashes that cut the world are impossible to defend against using cursed energy reinforcement, amplification, or a simple domain. Thus, they generally result in instant death. He said it's impossible to defend against using cursed energy reinforcement. It's impossible to defend against using cursed energy reinforcement. That means the cursed energy enveloping their bodies doesn't even guard them against world-cutting slash. Which means Sukuna is, in every sense of the word, bypassing durability. He would have to be. Or like all conventional defenses. That's interesting. Like simple domain and domain amplification, or simple domain I can understand. Even domain amplification, amplification. I read it right. Yeah. Anyways, what's creepy is he isn't using fire like in Shibuya, but I'm gonna guess that he can't use it right now. And if he does use that firepower, which was capable of exercising a certain volcano head, certain volcano-headed special grid curse spirit, there's not much I can do about it, so there's no use worrying over it. Higuruma, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, I got the death penalty, but confiscation targeted his curse tool. That's good enough. Finishing things with that sword is the easiest way to wrap this up. I'll protect you, even if it costs my life. Does that mean I'm gonna die here? Am I declaring my own demise? You've solidified your defenses a bit, huh? Next, let's compete with our feet. Wanna race, you brat? Piercing blood. Alright, where we at? Yeah, that's Sukuna for you. I'm still exploring the faith and all. How long have you been a Christian, Shinigami? I'm surprised on things I found out about myself. What things have you found out about yourself since being a Christian? Also, Sukuna learned law from Saul Goodman. Laugh my ass off. Plot armor technique from Heian era. Pretty much. They're Saul Goodman from the Heian era. To be fair, Sukuna did get his tool prior. He got it prior, but in my head, this was all a setup so Higuruma's ability wouldn't take away his cleaver dismantle. That's literally it. Like, I smell a setup from a mile away. That was a setup. Okay. Holy shit. So Choso goes for a piercing blood, shoots it at him, and he blitzes Choso. Blitzes the god living shit out of Choso. Not so much that Choso couldn't see him move. He definitely saw him move. So this isn't necessarily like a perception blitz, but it was definitely faster than he could react to. That's Nanami's thingy. Oh, this is Ino. That's right. A more powerful blow than I expected. Oh, I get it. That blunt blade is that 7-3 hairstyle sorcerer's curse technique in a materialized form. Interesting. So Ino attacks Sukuna, and then Ino actually blocks a kick from Sukuna. Now, my good brother Ignil would have us believe that because they are interacting, blocking, and attacking Sukuna, that all these people must be light speed since Sukuna just got done dodging EM waves. Boy, oh boy. Whoa, what a powerful kick. It looks like we have Kusakabe and Yuji trying to flank him or ambush him. Sukuna punches at Yuji. It looks like Kusakabe is getting cut. Higuruma comes over his backside. I need this colored. It's a little hard to see, honestly. This looks like the sword getting close to him, or Sukuna. It looks like he cut some of his hair. So Sukuna just dodged whatever this attack. Well, yeah, Sukuna just dodged. Punches Higuruma right here. Grabs him. Can you keep up? And it looks like he tosses him. Yeah. Through some rubble buildings. Go on ahead, Yuta. Don't leave Higuruma alone. He's fast. Okay. So Higuruma recovers. Sukuna is coming at him. Higuruma's curse technique may be effective in saving Fushiguro. Will you tell us about your curse technique? It's personal info, but yes, of course. Without exception, the executioner's sword kills anyone it cuts, but only if they have a death sentence. And Itadori has demonstrated that judgment can distinguish between multiple souls within a single fully fleshed curse. If Sukuna gets a death penalty and the sword cuts him, we should be able to recover Fushiguro's unharmed soul from inside him. Sounds good, right? Higuruma, do you want to die? Oh, within a single fully fleshed... Oh, yeah, I read that. Why are you asking that? You can't use a risk curse technique, but you're willingly going up against Sukuna. I've given up on the law, and it's given up on me. So I want to deliver my own punishment. So I guess you're right. I'm intent on fulfilling my role in dying. I get it. I'm not so much different, but I kind of think you should come back from this. Impossible. I'm already someone who can't look you in the eye. So it looks like he has some... Oh, okay. Domain amplification. Did he neutralize my technique? Okay, cool. So he got a little fucked up, right? Little cuts across his face, looking a little disheveled, but he used domain amplification. Less than 2 months have passed since Higuruma awakened as a sorcerer. Since then, his growth has been extraordinary. So Sukuna was fascinated. So Sukuna was fascinated by the executioner's sword shining brightly again, guaranteed the kill, and by the man with talent equal to Satoru Gojo. That's funny. I became focused on Christianity fairly recently, like around a year or so. I was agnostic at some point and was influenced by my family. And I am a sola scriptura in terms of practices. I'm just Catholic by association with my dad. That's impressive for him. What part's impressive for who, Kai? Okay, so you just recently became a Christian. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. I don't know what a sola scriptura is. I've never even heard that in a within the Christian faith. I've never heard of that before. But that's dope. Recreating domain amplification. What caught Sukuna's eyes more than that was the interruption and resumption of the curse technique effect due to amplification. When I activated When I activated amplification during my fight against Satoru Gojo, I was extremely careful that Malevolent Shrine's adaptation up to that point was interrupted and not nullified. This man's sword also resumed its curse technique effect after amplification. In other words, he wields his curse technique almost as effectively as I willed mine. Hiromi Higuruma. That's your name, right? Higuruma senses something. Yuji senses something. Sukuna senses something. I think I can't tell. The building collapses. Higuruma runs at Sukuna. Sukuna gets behind him very quickly. Yuji gets in front, technically, of Higuruma's back. Yuji goes for a punch that Sukuna blocks and grabs Yuji's waist, and does dismantle, I think. Get it through your head already? You're boring. You don't thrill me at all. Higuruma goes for some quick Higuruma goes for some quick thrusts that Sukuna dodges all of them, punches Higuruma in the face. Little hard to tell what's going on here. He punches him. I'm guessing like he turns around and tries to do another stab. Dragon scales. Repulsion. Paired falling stars. Dismantle. Heal that. Go on and heal yourself. How funny. No matter how cold my heart, no matter how cold my heart, no matter how prepared I was, pain still hurts. Is that all you've got? And another slash. Takes off his arm. Next, I'll take off your head. Reverse curse technique. You've heard of it, right? Come on. Some effort, please. Heal or die. I'm intent on fulfilling my role in dying. My role. Piercing blood. And it looks like he's doing another, or about to do another slash. This must be from a death painting womb, the older brother. How persistent. Oh. He learns reverse curse technique right at the very end. His arm is healed and he has his sword. Which does stab Sukuna's hand, but is probably cut off before it, like... yeah, I'm guessing his hand was cut off before it actually, like, registered that it was a part of his body. Only thing I could conceive of. Yeah, he separated his hand before I could strike him. Curses don't always weaken after death. Yeah, the general idea is they get stronger. My role... okay, Sukuna slashes Higuruma even more. Yuji comes behind Sukuna. You've got it from here. That's what you should do. I am a sorcerer. Yuji takes the sword and is about to stab Sukuna in the back. Higaruma. I don't know what happened here. I have no idea what happened here. No idea what Yuji did. Very hard to tell. Sukuna throws a punch at Yuji. Yuji blocks it. Sends him back a little bit. Sukuna does some more slashes. He died, but I lost Supreme Martial Solution. And the boy's stomach is fully healed. Okay. We have Wee and I don't even know who that is, taking away Higaruma. I'm not surprised. I bet that brat's curse technique is teleportation. They're probably the reason Satoru Gojo's body vanished. Are they transporting wounded sorcerers to the woman with reverse curse technique? No. Healing another person with reverse curse technique is less than half as effective than healing oneself. And compared to me and Gojo, her reverse curse technique isn't that strong. Which means that in the past month, the boy has acquired reverse curse technique himself. Let's go. He's improved in more than using curse energy to physically strengthen himself, which means the main dish is the possessed brat. This should be fun. Why am I irritated? Huh? Is Sukuna lost in thought? Am I feeling down because that sorcerer died? I've never needed anyone to satisfy me. That's true. I eat when I want to eat, play with what amuses me, and kill whoever's in my way, which makes devouring them a perfect way to pass time until death. Passing time until death. To me, that's all other people are good for. But you lacked the hunger to take hold of your desires. I live as befits my nature. If no one can grasp that, then that's their problem. I never held any ideals. I never strove for more than befitted my nature. But they pursue the ideal of killing me. Why does it irritate me to see others dedicated to an ideal? They remind me of someone I knew 1,000 years ago. Have I changed during that time? The boy, that's right in front of you. 1,000 years ago, the people I fought were strangers. To me, their reasons and ideals are all dying words added later words. To me, their reasons and ideals are all dying words added later words whose truth I can't ascertain. They may have been bluffing or had an overly high opinion of themselves. But this is different. Two souls were inhabiting the same flesh. I come back no matter how many times he or his spirit breaks. That was supposed to be read as I come back no matter how many times he or his spirit breaks. Okay. I know his ideal is to be unbreakable. Unfortunately, I have learned that someone far weaker can go toe-to-toe with me and achieve his ideal through strength of will. I wonder who he's talking about. Who is this? Who's he talking about? And that really irritates me. In other words, I was so great in stature that I held no ideals, even despised them. That's funny. You've given me a clear vision to destroy you here and now by crushing all your hopes. What's he doing? A player's added a new rule to the culling games. Fushiguro, in other words, Sukuna. Could that be? Rule 15. Megumi Fushiguro has the authority to activate the merger of humankind by Tengen. He's Kinjaku's backup plan. Okotsu's surprise attack appears to have succeeded, triggering his failsafe. Sukuna isn't the type to annihilate humankind at any cost. I thought he was better than Kinjaku because he wouldn't commit perverse acts of jujutsu terrorism out of mere curiosity. I thought that if we lost to Sukuna but defeated Kinjaku, we'd live in a country with a wild beast, which would be bad enough, but this is Kusakabe. First I'm going to kill all of you, then I'm going to kill all the culling game players. I'll have Tengen and the masses merge. After that, depending on how things turn out, I'll have some fun with Tengen. Sukuna is a wild guy. Where we at? I don't like that everyone started to be compared with Gojo from this point. Oh, does that happen, Max? That's crazy. Comparing everyone with Gojo after that's wild work. Feel free to look it up. Impressive that Nanami subordinate blocked Sukuna's kick. Exactly. And to block Sukuna's kick, I would have to, at least under the thinking of my good brother Nirvana Ignil, I would have to presume that Ino was also Lightspeed because he blocked Sukuna's kick. Sukuna dodged the EM waves, which are Lightspeed. I don't know about any of these things. Well, no, I do know about these things. I can't say I agree with these things. Kiara, yo Ab-Stract, making the title card for my manga. I'm showing it in DMs. Got you. Definitely send that. Cool, so he does what he did to Mojo. Okotsu, sorry I'm late. Okay. So Sukuna enhances his hand, comes at Yuta, and if I can't play any music, I don't really need the headphones for tonight. Comes at Yuta. Yuta slices. Sukuna attacks also. And the attacks look to stalemate each other. Struggle all you like, but unless you kill me, everyone you care for will die. Here comes Rika Orimoto. Who are you talking to? The queen is here. My will shall be carried on. Rika, I knew it. Kenjaku losing control is causing cursed manipulation to go on a rampage. Okay, so a bunch of curses come out. Yuta probably has to kill all of them. Well, while Rika takes the other half. Kogane, add a rule. Kogane, add a rule. Make it so Megami Fushiguro has the authority to activate the merger of mankind by Tengen. How's my Gato? As you wish. Rule 15. I need a backup plan. Sukuna is undergoing the ritual of succession. Now, if I use the culling game as a basis for overriding the originator of the ritual for the merging, Tengen. It wasn't 1,000 years worth of fun, but I'm glad I fooled around with that guy at the end. You guys are next. I'm sure it'll be amusing. So Sukuna, Rika, and Okotsu, Yuta. Sukuna's rarest curse technique output is returning. It's only a matter of time before he can use his domain again. Even worse, he defeated Higuruma, because I didn't say. Oh, because I didn't stay. I thought he said say. That's funny. Should I have stayed and lent my full support to the plan involving the Executioner's Sword? Would Maki have been better suited for sneaking up on Kenjaku? Nay! Rika's strength would have been indispensable for reducing human fatalities if the out-of-control cursed spirit manipulation technique had caused cursed spirit discharge on maximum scale in Shibuya. It's true. Little hard to tell what's happening here. I just see black. I see Sukuna. I see Rika. I see Yuta. Okay, Yuta goes for a slice. It's covered by whatever this is. Sukuna grabs the sword. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck are these ads? Sukuna grabs the sword. Grind. He's surrounding himself with minuscule cutting attacks like a chainsaw to seize the katana without touching the blade. Ah. So, does this mean Yuta's cursed energy reinforcement on his blade is stronger than Sukuna? Well, I mean, his output is weaker right now, so that wouldn't actually be too surprising. But that's very dope. So he's using slashes on his hand so he can interact with the sword and not be hurt. So Yuta lets go of the sword and punches Sukuna right in the gut. Punches him in his mouth face. Makes him react. Yuta then grabs the sword and goes for a slash. Sukuna ducks. Goes for an attack on Yuta. Yuta dodges it. And then Rika punches the dog mess out of him back. I've been making excuses. I wanted to defeat Kenjaku with my own hands. I created this situation. This is all my fault. Domain expansion. Yuta looking like that guy right now. This is why we like Okotsu. This is why we like Okotsu. Where we at? You know, at best, this is weak, grade 1. This is bad. Either Sukuna kicked him with 1/100,000th of his power, or Ino is a special grade. Yeah. Him blocking that is crazy. Like, if we take the full generous interpretation and Sukuna is Lightspeed, Ino blocking that and not having his arms broken or anything like that is crazy. Crazy work. Thank you for reaching out to Process. It's delayed because our lab was unable to proceed with the Oh, this was due to a delayed kit activation. However, we are pleased to inform you that you're... Okay, cool. Nice. Domain expansion. So, authentic mutual love. Hollow wicker basket. Yuta grabs a sword, goes for a slash on Sukuna. Sukuna blocks it. Thin icebreaker. Explosion. I will finish everything within this domain. The sword disappears. Ah, I see. This is their second plan. Thanks to Megumi Fushiguro's memory, I know that the possessed brat's curse technique is copy. They want to keep half my arms and mouths busy by making me keep using hollow wicker basket as a means of countering the can't miss attack. Probably the angel's curse technique that comes with the domain. And to attack with unlimited cursed technique copy, which appears to only activate within the domain. Then the boy will deliver a blow that captures the soul and tears Megumi Fushiguro's body from my body. How nice. Everyone has a role. That's kind of cool. Yuta Okotsu's domain is authenticity is in mutual love. It selects one curse technique from among those he has copied and stockpiled and grants it to the bearer as a can't miss attack. The other curse techniques inhabit the katana within his domain at random. Only Okotsu can draw upon their effects. Even Okotsu doesn't know which curse technique is in a particular katana until he takes it in hand. Each katana disappears after it releases its curse technique, but the number of swords is unlimited. Wow. And I'm guessing he can probably only use one sword at a time, too. Ooh, what curse technique allows him to throw Rikas at people and bind them? Yuji goes for 2 punches, gets blocked. Rika goes for a punch. Sukuna dodges. Was that a curse technique that places an inviolable barrier on a Shikigami's trajectory? I don't know why they're using the word inviolable here. Don't know why they're using the word inviolable here. Doesn't really make too much sense to me. Okay. A little hard to tell what's happening here. Looks like things are bending and winding in this panel. Don't know I don't know what's going on here. Actually, I don't know what's going on here. Thanks to my fight against Satoru Gojo, I still can't use my domain, and the effects of my reverse curse technique are weakened. My overall amount of cursed energy is about the same as the possessed brats, and I can't fire Dismantle, which has a broad strike and cuts the world, while also maintaining hollow wicker basket. On top of all that, okay, Rika grabbed Yuji and threw him like a rocket. Sukuna sees this. As Sukuna sees this, Yuta is going for a strike. He blocks Yuji, which is kind of crazy, and he blocks Yuta's sword attack. There's another problem. They're applying the same principle that allowed the boy's attacks to have an effect on the patch-faced curse. They're targeting the boundary between my soul and Megumi Fushigoro's soul in an effort to awaken Fushigoro's soul, which I submerged in the bath, and to disrupt the attunement of our physical forms. Every time I take an attack from the boy, my curse energy output drops and my physical control decreases. Despite the risk, they intend to chip away until I can't maintain hollow wicker basket, and then use the angel's curse technique, Jacob's ladder, to remove the cursed object from inside Fushiguro. Don't move, curse speech. Grabs a katana, and it's thin icebreaker again. sends him back. Yuta is putting in a lot of good work right now. Sends him back. Then Rika goes for a punch, which he blocks, gets sent into this pillar. Then Rika goes for a... I don't even know what this attack is called. I don't know why people attack like that. It makes no sense. It would literally break your fucking fingers to actually attack. You'd only see it in wrestling and cartoons. Anyone that attacks like that doesn't value their body parts. Oh, did it make me... Okay. Oh, whoa, did I miss it? Okay, there we go, yeah. Where we at? And this is right after Sukuna packed Choso, who is peak grade 1. Yeah, like shit. Which chapter again? This is chapter 250. Yeah, I'm on chapter 250. Who glazes Sukuna more, Eon or Gege? Definitely Gege. Yo, sorry I'm late. Was busy playing ranked as Ichibe and Rebirth for Souls. I went on a 37 streak before getting bored. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Good shit, though. Gege is still hyping up Sukuna to this day. Yeah. This is Drew's technique. Old dude from Sendai Colony who was bodied off screen. Oh, okay, cool. I remember Drew. Yeah, we didn't get to see him fight because Yuta literally soloed him off screen. But I remember him. Sent the solar scripture definitions. Also going to sleep. Chat. Good night, everyone. Hey, take it easy, Shinigami. Right. So, again, I don't know why it's taking me to the top. Don't move. Good. Thin icebreaker. Yes. Attack. Cool. Sukuna sends some cuts / slashes at them. And he kicks Rika back very hard. Does some slashes to her. It doesn't need to be harder than that, but unless it makes contact and cuts equal to that guy's attack, it'll never deliver a fatal wound. My curse energy output isn't just low because of fighting Gojo. It's also because of Jujutsu High's defenses coming out in great numbers. Then there's the boys' reverse curse technique. In this domain. The can't miss attack is only focused on me. Was he always able to do that? That's a high level barrier technique. Nice. What did you do the past month? Work hard and persevere. Cheat. Huh? If it weren't for the fight against Gojo Sensei, Sukuna would have healed and wiped us out in an instant. I hate to admit it, but we're fighting the stronger sorcerer. If we don't settle this right now in the domain, I'm afraid of what'll happen next. Okay, so we got Rika, Yuji, and Okotsu all attacking Sukuna at once. I fulfilled the conditions for ink. Oof. So Yuta gets a nice clean shot to the face. Was that precognition? What's going on inside that barrier? Jacob's ladder, curse technique, treating a space as a surface. Okay, so he's naming all the curse techniques, I guess? I don't know. No, he's naming all the curse techniques that he's been hit with. Jacob's ladder, angel, curse technique, treating space as a surface, curse technique, placing an inviolable barrier on the Shikigami's trajectory, cursed speech, and precognition. That's 5. Limitless curse technique. No 6 eyes is necessary to control that. So is that it? Even Sukuna leaves an opening when encountering a curse technique for the first time. So that should do even more. This is it. Grabs a sword. kind of again, hard to tell what he's doing though. The sword goes. Oh, okay. The sword is going through the air, and he catches it. I think. Cleave. Yeah, so Yuta has to make direct contact with his swords, or else Sukuna will get fucked up. And Yuta has the speed and the strength to actually do it. Good for him. Cleave. This is my. This is my. When Sukuna's fingers. You never recovered the last one. Yuji goes for a punch in the face. Oh, I get it. You ate it. Yuji goes for more cleaves. I'm sorry. Yuta goes for more cleaves. Yuji knees this nigga right in the fucking face. Sukuna literally little bros Yuji and puts him under the elbow. Yuji spits blood in Sukuna's eye. And they're just tag teaming. This is what JJK is about. Good tag team moments. This is it, baby. Now, this is our last chance to defeat Sukuna and get back Fushiguro. So don't stop. Heal, 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 heal. His curse energy output and physical control have plummeted. That's a dope kick. I can't wait. That's a fire kick. I like that. Ending Hollow Wicker Basket and bearing the effects of the Angel's Curse technique. While relying on Dismantle, the slash that cuts the world, we were waiting for all of it. We were waiting on all of it from Sukuna. Okay, so yeah, Yuta goes for a punch in the gut, successfully punches him in the gut, but Sukuna lands a hand on Yuji and does a cleave, I think, or a dismantle. Dismantle has a broad strike zone, so you couldn't use it with Hollow Wicker Basket. And even a singular technique requires hand signs, or chanting a curse, and sometimes both. I won't let him do either. His slashing attacks are weakening, so I don't need to fear getting in close. What's this? The boy's blood erupted. Oh, Yuji learned blood manipulation, huh? According to Tsukimoto's notes, souls may mix to some degree, but usually they don't become one. Aren't you and Sukuna special? I've never sensed the person whose flesh became my foundation. In the case of a cursed object in non-sorcerer, that can happen due to the big difference in cursed energy. Even then, it's deep inside and doesn't disappear or completely merge. You said usually it's a problem if Megumi's an exception. I added that on my own. The cursed spirit Mahito was able to combine other souls to transmogrify into different life forms. Is that Gojo talking? Yeah, because Yuji don't know that word. Unless I really can't tell. Gojo looks like Yuji. Yeah, that's Yuji. Okay, yeah. Yuji does not know that word transmogrify, so I don't know where he got that word from. As long as curse techniques like that isn't involved, two souls won't become one, I think. I trust Sukumo. So I think I can knock Fushiguro's soul awake. By the way, I gotta explain one thing real quick. Yuta in Domain can use two curse techniques at once. Ooh, the one in the katana he's holding, and one he is actively in his cursed energy. Okay, that's dope. He's holding on to Jacob's ladder in his curse. Oh, okay, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense. Shinigami Sukuna versus Madara video does Eon no favors. I don't know what this translation is, but where I read, Sukuna compared Yuta and Yuji with Ryu and said that Ryu is tougher. Okay. He didn't say Ryu is stronger in the kanji. He said Ryu has the highest single hit output. Okay. People try and downplay Yuta's role in this fight, and it's honestly insane. How are you downplaying? What? I read that right. You said Yuta, not Yuji? Yeah, you said people trying to downplay Yuta's role. How, bro? He's the next best thing to Gojo. That's weird to me. Whatever. Jumping Jits combat. Cursed energy output equals durability. That would follow. That would follow because it also equals AP. And not to say that they necessarily follow, but in JJK we can pretty much surmise that they do follow. You don't know that word. He does not know the word transmogrify. He does not know that word. Not with Ryu. Not with Ryu. His Granite Blast is a special case. He can enhance his body to the point of the output of his Granite Blast. He can. Ooh. Some JJK discourse in the chat. I don't know. Alright. Kai, it's getting too fucking cold in here, Kai. I'm cold. I'm cold. Don't do that to me because it's getting cold in this hotel. Alright. That approach should work well with our curse technique. The Angel's Curse technique is a destruction of a target's curse technique. In a fully fleshed curse, the cursed technique or cursed object are in direct connection with the personality, meaning it's possible to remove Sukuna. But the curse technique is enmeshed with the brain, so the target's chance of survival aren't good. The target's chances of survival aren't good. If we could pull the two souls apart to weaken the harmonization between cursed object and flesh, the chances of survival should drastically improve. Okay. Maximum output. Jacob's ladder. See, it's... He's failed twice now to dodge Jacob's ladder, which is a beam of light. EM waves, man. I don't know. Jacob's ladder hits him. Spits up blood. The katana pierces him. Rika attacks him from the back. Wake up, Fushiguro. Itadori and Okotsu's calculations weren't wrong regarding the structure of the soul. Enough already, but that's enough. When it came to the will to live, Megumu Fushiguro's soul had already dragon scales, repulsion, paired falling stars. So because Megumi being a bitch, they lost to Sukuna. So yeah, this plan was foolproof. This plan was genius. They lost. Sukuna lost right here. Sukuna really lost the fight right here. When Megumi stopped fighting, or when Megumi chose not to put up a fight, is when he lost. Is when they lost. It was a conventional move for a sorcerer that Sukuna should have been able to avoid. Okay, so Sukuna gets backstabbed. A surprise attack against an opponent. So, okay, right when the domain fell, Maki comes out of nowhere with a backstab. Good job, Maki. Certain of victory. Okotsu did a good job of shifting the barrier's coordinates. Everyone will scatter and take up positions so there are no blind spots. Then when Okotsu lets down part of the barrier, Zenin rushes in. Don't miss the signal. Kusakabe. A few more people should go into the domain. After all, the plan called for Choso to go in too. You're bringing that up now. If someone penetrates Okoshi's domain now, Sukuna will direct his attention outside the domain. And the last thing we can do, and the last thing we want to do, is spoil Zenin's surprise attack. Besides, how many of us can maneuver around a special grade sorcerer? I bet you could. Zenin. A lot rests on you. Okotsu will signal when Sukuna lets down his guard. We expected a scene like this. It's the best and the worst case scenario. So he went really raw with the art. I like this though. So Yuta's cut very badly. Rika grabs him and runs away. Wee wee. It looks like he does slashes and Maki slices the slashes in half. Maybe that's what it looks like. Damn, that possessed brat. He burst the domain purpose. Oh, he burst the domain on purpose. Probably to signal his allies outside. They planned to use the barrier rupturing to distract me when I was certain of victory, so the woman with heavenly restriction could strike. It must be possible to pass through an ordinary barrier if you have no cursed energy. They must have planted the cursed tool ahead of time. This wound is healing slower than the others. When someone who can observe the soul will split soul katana, reverse curse technique doesn't usually heal the wound. Repairing the soul's shape requires comprehending the soul's contours. Two souls inhabit Sukuna's body. He was aware of the contours of his own soul, much like Yuji Itadori. But he couldn't perfectly adapt to reverse curse technique functioning differently than usual while suffering the after effects of his fight against Satoru Gojo. Fushiguro. Not yet. What the? Now you know why this happened. Reverse curse technique is a big move you just learned, and you've healed 4 wounds that should have been fatal. You haven't fully healed. There must be some place you haven't fixed. But where? Hurry and find it. Calm yourself. Remember and envision. Send blood to every part of your body as if extending roots. Imagine you're shaping your body through your blood vessels. Sukuna is dashing at somebody. Gets over to... Oh, it's Maki. Okay. Sukuna jumps. Maki slash. He grabs the... Is that the hilt? What did he grab? Did he grab the sword? Looks like he grabbed the sword itself. And threw it, maybe? I can't really tell. No, he didn't throw it because she throws a slash. Huh. Audio input device. Hold up, y'all. Yo, 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 yo. All right. Yo, yo, better? Hold up. Audio input device. Sounds better. Are we good? Anyways, guys, I was just reading the comments. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, we good? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Bet. We back to it. I know why that happened, but I don't know why that happened at the same time. Yeah, it's so weird, but okay. So Maki throws a slash. Don't know what Sukuna does. Looks like he dodges. Dared falling stars. She reads my techniques better than other sorcerers. Much like when I battled Maharaga in Shibuya. He's using curse energy to simultaneously heal and keep his heart beating. So what Megami said about their encounter at the Juvenile Detention Center must be true. Your heart. Can you keep that up while battling me? At the moment, I'm having no trouble at all. That's crazy. I doubt he's trying to hide, but Sukuna's presence is easy to spot. What are you trying to say? That form of his looks pretty dangerous, but we're doing all right. Sukuna's curse energy is withering away. We're going to win this. Your curse technique and optimism are both absurd. Thanks. Lord Sukuna is capricious. Capricious means to be unpredictable. Characterized by unpredictability. And also, what other word is used for capricious? Not spontaneous. There's another word, but I know it means to be characterized by unpredictability, though. Let me see. Actually, do I have it in here? Impulsivity and unpredictability. Right. There we go. For the record, guys, get you or start doing what's known as a daily word review. All you do is you take one word out the dictionary that you find interesting, one word that you like, one word that you've never seen or know before or have heard before, and you just write that word down, and then either a definition that you yourself made, or use the regular definition. That's how I knew the word efficacious. That's how I know the word capricious. That's how I know a lot of weird words that people don't know or people don't necessarily use. But yeah, not to harp on this, but yeah, get you guys a daily word review. Start adding to that daily and start learning more words. So Lord Sukuna is capricious, and we know that means characterized by unpredictability or impulse. His cursed energy wavers like this when he isn't interested in his opponents. You should be ashamed of yourselves for not presenting a better fight than Satoru Gojo. Even considering the effects of the earlier fighting, I can see that Lord Sukuna still isn't taking this fight seriously. My fault. Don't want to break my shit. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Where are we at? Okay. Where are we at? That's not how it works. If his output is much weaker than Granite Blast, he would be cooked. He literally is so strong that he can knock out Rika. There is no feat of his weak curse energy output. I never said his curse energy reinforcement is weak. It's very strong. Granite Blast is just much stronger. No, it's not. It is. He took damage from having Granite Blast thrown back at him. Equal forces acting upon each other cancel out. He wouldn't have taken damage if his reinforcement was equal to Granite Blast. JJK's power system is heavily based in real-world physics, so the power system would naturally follow physics when it's something basic like force clashing against force. Max says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Bullet can't pierce a wall, but it still damages. Ryu's attack slightly damaged him. He didn't lose an arm or died from it. Who is the strongest grade 1 sorcerer? Huh? Kusakabe. It depends, but probably Kusakabe. That's my personal opinion. I'd guess Kusakabe, but maybe not if we include the big 3 families. Someone besides me and Usami. And here we got Maki Zenin fighting Sukuna toe to toe. Maki, who can't dodge lightning, is fighting with Sukuna, who can dodge light. Or, I'm sorry, EM waves. This gets more crazy the more I keep going. Okay. Car knocked into a building. Sukuna's in the building. He runs at her. Hits her with an attack. Kicks her down. Did he not have his usual curse tool? Sukuna noticed. If this fight drags on, another problem will come up, even if Yuta survives. I gotta stay here and stand firm. After Satoru Gojo's death, Hajime Kashimo, Higuruma, and Yuta Kotsu each fought Sukuna with exceptional talent. But what piqued Sukuna's interest the most was the one who had forsaken Jujutsu, Maki Zenin, and her heavenly restriction. The King of Curses was elated by this reality. He grabs Maki by the face, which is indicative of a fucking blitz, if we're going to be real. She isn't some punk like the boy. She has carved away everything to become a true void. In the end, Jujutsu is about nothing but skin and blood. But your body is bone and marrow, right? Do you get what that means? Your very existence denies Jujutsu. Let's settle that question with this fight. Has he stopped using reverse curse technique to heal? This is the first time. This is the first time that anyone has given me something to prove. He punched the shit out of Maki. Black Flash. Huh? No way, am I the last one? What about Itadori and Choso? And I doubt Mei will show up. Come on. If we had no choice of victory, I could have retreated earlier. But at this point, I have to go fight. I have to fight, right? New Shadow Style Simple Domain, Evening Moon Sword, EI. Sword drawing against my flying slash attacks. Simple Domain can cancel out the guaranteed hit as an anti-domain or anti-barrier tactic, but it can't neutralize the curse technique itself. It's basic, but a domain's a domain. Inside the domain, my cursed energy output raises even as Sukuna's techniques slightly weaken. But best of all, I can incorporate my own original program, automatically intercepting anything that intrudes into the domain. He's got good reflexes. So far, I've mostly handled Sukuna's slashes by relying on guesswork based on the source of cursed energy and motion, where this should be better. Blocks a slash right next to his face. Alright, Kusakabe says that was scary. Curse technique activation without motion. Kyaha, I'll hit you next time. Here it comes, the slash that cuts the world. Dismantle. To be honest, in terms of horsepower, Nanami and I are more powerful. It's more that I can't imagine Kusakabe losing than I can imagine him winning. So now Kusakabe is Chad. Because for the longest time, we couldn't imagine Chad losing. Still can't. He's an excellent swordsman with a wide variety of moves. He can also use barrier techniques, and he has strong analytical and decision-making skills based on his immense knowledge of Jujutsu. He's a versatile and useful sorcerer, so I'd want him with me on a deserted island. Plus, he's got a couple of trump cards. He's got Simple Domain. Beginners need Binding Vow to do that. Mine vanishes if both my feet leave the ground during activation. But Kusakabe does it without a Binding Vow, and with a super wide range. Aiming for a charge to broaden the curse technique target, he's expanded his Simple Domain. New Shadow Style Sword Drawing is basically a counter that lures the opponent in, but Kusakabe expands Simple Domain later to draw in his opponent. Interesting. And his Simple Domain has a program that intercepts anything that invades the domain. When attacking sorcerers who have risen to grade 1 without a curse technique, don't think with their mind, but with their backbone. Those they strike don't stand a chance. I'll be right back. Wheat. Okay. Very good fight so far. Very good fight. All this glazing of Kusakabe, though, is kind of annoying, nigga. Just fight. Kind of blowing me. Cool. So Kusakabe, using his EI style and all this other stuff, slashes Sukuna. I don't know anyone who can withstand that, but a certain someone doesn't need to. And his sword broke. Damn. Looks like Higaruma, but that's Kusakabe. His fist is blocked. He goes for a kick. Looks like he sent Sukuna flying. Kind of hard to tell. This isn't even like me. Why am I fighting so hard? It's Yaga's fault because I owe him. Alright, not reading. Enough thinking. Miwa and others have become players in a culling game, so if I pull out now, Sukuna will kill them. The kids risk their lives in this fight. As an adult, I should do no less. New Shadow style. Hazy Moon. You were aiming at my injured heart. That was easy to read. Damn. And Kusakabe technically gets one shot, debatably, and off screen. I don't recognize you. If you don't know me, you don't belong here. That's why we say island folk have antenna with poor reception. All right, cool. I think we're going to leave that on Miguel coming here. Got to end a little bit earlier tonight. It's only 9:30, but I have to get ready for bed and do some other things for tomorrow. So far, I think this chapter was good. I enjoyed it. Or these chapters have been pretty good. We started on like, what, 250? Or a little before that, and we were on 254. Okay, cool. So like 6 chapters tonight. Not bad. But you know what? I got to end it early because I got to get ready for work tomorrow. And I also have to figure out why there's no volume on the thingy. So you guys take it easy. This was fun. We'll be back tomorrow most likely for Q&A Wednesday. But other than that, you guys take it easy. Have a good one. I am out.